Hi loves, it's Cass. Welcome to my channel, welcome if you're new. Please like, subscribe, comment and all that fun stuff. We are at the front of my house at the moment because George wants to lay on the grass because it is a beautiful day through the sky and he just really wants to soak up the sun. So we've come out here for a bit. Today's video is a haul video. I'm super excited. I know we're in the middle of a global pandemic at the moment, so I just want to put a little disclaimer out there. We're still keeping up social distancing and everything here, but where I am here in Western Australia, restrictions have actually begun to slightly ease. By the 18th of May, a lot of people who are working from home will be encouraged to go back to work, and restaurants and cafes will be open for dine-in again, up to 20 people. A lot of our shops are reopening and we're actually being encouraged to slowly begin going out more, supporting small businesses and slowly adjusting back to normal. Slowly. But yeah, so I haven't been to the shops very much, but as you can imagine, when I did, I went a little bit crazy. So stay tuned and I'll show you everything I got. And give hugs to George. He's camera shy. The shops that I went to, that I bought stuff from that will be in this haul are Aldi, Ghanda, Aldi and Dymocks. So 4 really awesome shops. I didn't get a lot of things, so this is a pretty small haul, but basically I just got some books and some dresses and then some really random things from Aldi that I'm just really excited to share with you. First I'll show you the books that I got from Dymocks, and I'm going to insert a little like Snapchat story snippet here. We were pretty excited because it was the first time going out for date night in a while, and then this happened. Yee! The funniest thing was we picked Garden City so that we had different food options, but it's all closed.
Not even the KFC.
So you can see Ryan and I went out because we wanted like a change of scenery, we wanted to go out somewhere. It was a big fail, but Dymocks was open, so that was really cool. You know that section where it's like the 101 Club or something, where it's like their top 100 or so books? Well, they had them buy 3 for the price of 2, so I thought that was a really good deal. So I got 3 books from there. First one I picked was this one, Wondersmith by Jessica Townshend. It is definitely for a younger audience. I mean, you can tell just by looking at it, but recently with a gift card that my friend had got me for my birthday, I bought some books, and one of them was this one, which was the first one of the series, because I picked it up and I thought, this looks like something I would have read when I was younger and absolutely loved. And then I read this a little bit here that says, readers will feel as though Harry Potter is meeting Alice in Wonderland. And then I was like, well, screw it, I'm not getting any younger, I'm just gonna buy this. So I haven't read it yet, but I'm keen to. So of course I bought the second one. I don't even know what the first one's gonna be like. You know how sometimes with books you can just tell, like you have that feeling that you're really gonna enjoy and you're excited to read it? Well, that's what I have for this series, even though it's for a younger audience. I still have a lot of faith that this is gonna be a good book. So the first one I picked was the second book of that first one I got. The second one I got was Burial Rites by Hannah Kent. It's based on a true story as well. I'm like reading the back now because I looked at it in the shop, but I haven't really looked at it since. It's like a lady is condemned to death for the murder of someone, I think. I don't know, it just caught my attention. And the third one is this one. This one is The Nowhere Child by Christian White. I have seen this one before, it's caught my attention in the past, but I have a lot of books, I have a lot to read, so look, this sale caught me in a moment of weakness where I just impulse bought 3 books. But I don't really know what this one's about too much. I think it's a biography, and I went through a phase where I really loved to read biographies, I think. But I don't know, I'm just excited to read it. Like this one, these two are definitely of like a darker nature. This one's about like a girl that went missing and then she's found like years later, supposedly. I don't know anyone that's read any of these books, so if you've read any of these, let me know what you think. I'm really excited because of the sale as well, these 3 books, and I'm a member of like the Dymocks club or something, so I had like a $1 something store credit or whatever, so it cost me like $36 for 3 books, which I'm pretty happy with. And I'm just really excited because like I love when I get more books, even though I have so many to read at the moment. I get like really excited. So these are the books that I bought. Next I will show you the dress that I got from Aldi. Okay, and that is this dress. My mom actually got it for me. It was so sweet of her. It's just in the sales section for, well, it doesn't say, it was $20. And what happened was I had an appointment, a cardiothoracic appointment, following up from my surgery. That's in my, I've mentioned that in past videos. I had pectus excavatum, which is a chest wall deformity, so they broke my stem and repositioned it. And it's healed really good, but it clicks sometimes, so like it just kind of clicks and cracks. So I had to see my surgeon again just to check that and everything. He said it's fine. They removed the cartilage, and where they removed it for the 6th and 7th rib, it's kind of just formed its own new joint. So he explains that the bones are just kind of like, the joint hasn't lined up quite right, so it's just kind of clicking. So yeah, on the way back from the appointment, Mum and I stopped by the shops just for a coffee, and we walked past this. It was in the window, and Mum just bought it for me. She was like, do you like it? I'll get it for you. And I was like, that's so sweet. So yeah, my mum took me to my appointment, and then just like when we were having a quick break on the way home, when we were walking past, she just bought this for me, and it's so sweet. I love it. It's got like little like ruffles, like layered as well. I'll try it on so you guys can see. It's so cute. I have a little step ladder here, so I'm gonna stand on that just so you can see like the bottom. It's got like little ruffles here. Don't judge my fluffy green socks. It's really cold. It's so cute. I love it. It's kind of like a cottony material, but it's, I don't know, and it's like layered, so it's got like 2 layers, and it's got like these little ruffles and these buttons down the middle. Next, I'll show you what I bought from Ghanda. These were also just on the sale section, and I bought 2 dresses. I bought this one, it's a size small. Oh, by the way, this one, someone inboxed me once on Instagram asking what the sizes were that I bought, and then I realized that's actually probably pretty important, because if you like this stuff and you can see it on me and you can kind of see like what size I am, you might have an idea of what size you will be. It's just good for reference, I guess. So this one is a size 8. This one is one I got from Ghanda. It was $29, and it is size small, and it is so pretty. It's like a cotton kind of material, and it's got like these big puffy sleeves, and it's so cute. And I'll try it on so you can see. So it's white, also cottony kind of material, and it's got like these peachy kind of coloured flowers. I put a strapless bra on because it kind of sits like at the very end of my shoulders. Like it falls off quite easily, so I think it could be worn as strapless, but I kind of like it just like half on it, or like on the edge of my shoulders. It's got like this little slit here, but aside from that, it fits like this. It's elastic at the top and then just hangs, and I really like it. I think it's really old-fashioned and pretty, and I love the puffy sleeves. I love like old-fashioned dresses when they have this puffy sleeve. Muscles, that's cringe. You can see the pattern. So it's got like little flowers and leaves, like peachy kind of orangey pale pink. And yeah. And like a square cut at the front and back. Yeah. Last dress I got from Ghanda was this one. This one, unfortunately, I'm probably not going to be able to wear it until the weather warms up because it is quite thin at the top, and then it's like thicker, kind of double layering at the bottom. But it's just like a thin kind of cotton dress. It is size extra small, and it was on sale for $19. But I just love it, and I love the colour. I'll put that on as well so you can see. Once again, don't judge my green socks. I know they don't go with this outfit, but it's very cold. But they're super comfy and warm. So this is the dress. It's like a thin kind of linen material. I think it's really cute. It's pretty thin at the top, and then it's like double lined at the bottom. It's quite short, but it's still quite big. So like fits quite big around like my waist and my arms and everything. So it is so comfortable. And I think it'd be great in the summer, like a beach dress, or just like, I don't even know, I just like it a lot. And it's got like these faint white stripes. And yeah, hope you like it. So this is the part of the video where it gets really crazy, and I kind of just went stupid and bought a lot of unnecessary things in Aldi. I don't really have anything to say to like defend myself, aside from I hadn't really been out and bought anything much in a long time. This is with my mum. We needed a heater because it's getting like really cold. As you can see, I'm fully rocked up and it's the middle of the day. It's nice in the sun on some days like today, but the wind is really cold. The house is getting really cold, and she saw a special for heaters, so that's the whole reason we went down. So we went to Aldi with good intentions, then ended up just going crazy. I do feel a little guilty because, I don't know, I feel guilty sometimes when I buy myself things because if it's not something I really need, I shouldn't be buying it. So there is like a little bit of kind of guilt there, but I'm trying to be kind to myself, and I love everything I got, and I'm really keen to show you guys. So firstly, a little background information. I used to knit. I loved knitting. My auntie taught me when I was a kid. I've probably been able to knit since I was like 9 or 10, maybe younger. I had talked to like a few friends and my mum and that only maybe a week or two before this, and I actually said that I really wanted to get back into knitting. So of course Aldi had it, a knitting bag. It is so cute. It has like little bikes on it and like little like Paris and like Notre Dame, like little old places. I absolutely love it. I've never had an actual like bag dedicated to my knitting stuff. I never had a lot of knitting stuff. Like, I don't have a lot of wool or anything like that. I basically only ever had like just the wool that I needed, and these were my needles. Like, these are the needles that I've had since I was a kid. And then yeah, I haven't knitted since I was probably like 16. It's been a while. To get back into this, I needed to get some more needles because you can only make so much of the same size needles. It's good to get a variety of different sizes. I needed to get wool because I literally don't have any. And like even a bag to just like dedicate everything to. So when I saw this in Aldi, of course, I impulse bought it. There is the bag, and then this, which has all the different size needles, and it matches the bag. It is so cute. I can't remember the price exactly. I think this was like maybe 40 and 20 or something. So I mean, it's not like the cheapest thing, but I really do want to get back into knitting, and I have. I actually started knitting the night that I got this. I got back into it. So I'm really excited. And I'm also keen to try like these little like 2mm needles because I have never used needles that small before. So like I could buy some really like fine wool and just like do something really intricate with it. I think could be really cool. I feel so old getting excited about my knitting, but I love it. And so of course I also went to Big W. I just bought some wool, didn't buy enough, but that's okay. The first one I bought and I started knitting it that night. I started to make my mum this scarf. It's got a couple like tabs where I've changed the wool, so I just need to cut them off. But it is so cute. I'm really happy with it. I thought it would be a lot worse than it is because I haven't knitted for years, but I am loving it. My mum loves this mustard yellow colour, as do I. I'm gonna get her some more wool. I don't know if I'll go grey or maybe like white and navy, just like so it's like block colours. And I don't know if you can see it close up, but I knitted a tighter stitch. I knitted it like under instead of over. If you know how to knit, you'll know what I mean. I wrapped it inwards instead of outwards around the needle, so it was a tighter stitch. I think it's called pearl, so that it's got like a tight feature here and it feels a lot thicker, and then as it goes up here it's a lot like squashier, looser, and I'm completely out. I need to buy some more wool, but that is what I made for my mom. It was supposed to be for Mother's Day. I started it the day before Mother's Day because that's when I got my needles and everything, so she knows about it, but she loves it and she was so grateful when I showed it to her. The next thing I made is a miniature baby blanket. It's like a little pram blanket. It's absolutely tiny because my friend in Adelaide, she just had a baby and she had him at 31 weeks, so he is absolutely tiny. So I've been doing up like a little box of things to send over to her. So I made this. It's really small. A lot of people will say when you're making like baby blankets and that, like, oh, why don't you make them bigger? But unless you're going to sew them all together like patchwork, you can only really make it as wide as the needles. Like, you can't really go much wider than that. And it's just a little pram blanket. Same thing, I've got to cut off the tabs from where I changed the wool. She doesn't know about it either, so it's a surprise for her little baby boy, Austin. The third thing I've started to make is my other friend is having a little baby girl soon, and she has a heart defect, the baby does, so she's developing behind what she should be, so she's going to be born tiny as well, poor thing. She's due towards the end of June, so I'm making her a little baby blanket as well. I started using the leftover wool from that blanket, so I've done like this, and then when I go to the shops next, I'm going to get some like pink or purple and do like some more block colours. Yeah, so that's like all my knitting stuff. And just if you thought that I couldn't get any older than I already sound, just wait, I bought a record player. I love it. My grandpa used to have one. I had one, I think it was his or my mum's when I was a kid, but like I always had to be so careful with it because it's theirs and it's not mine, so I can't just play around with it. So I am now happy to say I'm the proud owner of my own little record player, like a little blue box, and it's got daisies on it. I can't believe I have this. And this one I think was like $69.95, so like $70. So I mean, it's not too bad. Look at it! Oh my god! It's got little like headphone jack, USB port, aux cord, so quite like modern, but it's a record player. I love it. I just absolutely love it. I'll show you guys. We do have some records like around that were my mum's, my grandpa's, but I do want to get my own as well because I don't want to be using other people's too much, just purely because they're so old and precious. So I want to get some records of my own, but it has like the earphone jack, the aux cord, USB port, and it's got this little like guard over the needle so that you can't like damage it. So I'd always keep it covered unless it's actually playing a record at the time. It's got like some little speakers coming out of here, and I just love it. I love it so much. I know I sound like a really old person now because I'm super excited about all the knitting stuff I got and the wool and the record player, but I'm about to get even older. You'll never believe what I bought. I bought a rocking chair. It was $150. I love it so much. I'm so excited. So we saw it in Aldi and my mum's like, do you want it? And she kind of said it in like a joking way. And I was like, fuck yeah, I want it. And she's like, wait, what, really? So I bought it. It was a really expensive trip to Aldi. Oh, that's bad. But just look at it, it is beautiful. And the room that we're in the house at the moment, it's not really used for anything in particular. Like, we've got a little bookshelf here. There's some glass doors on it with some books. And I've got a couple like really old consoles. So this is like kind of like my little retro room. And I love it so much. I thought this would be a good haul to film because it is probably the craziest, most random bunch of things that I've bought in a short space of time. One of the dresses my mum bought me, so that was a gift, but aside from that, I don't think in my entire life I've ever bought so many random things in such a short space of time. This wasn't all in like one day, but it's still like pretty crazy to me. And I love everything. I'm super grateful that I got everything. I appreciate it and I'm gonna take really good care of it. Yeah, I always feel a little awkward when I buy myself things like this or like show people that I bought these, because I don't know, I'm not really the type of person who just goes out and buys things, like impulse buys things. I don't usually do this. I swear I'm not usually like this. Quarantine affects us all differently and I just went crazy at Aldi. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment below, like if you've ever bought random, just completely random things, or what your favorite was that I bought. If you have any recommendations of records to buy, just anything, just comment below. I love you all. Thank you. Bye.